afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just want to let you guys know that I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and also a Patreon with lots of exclusive content. So if you like what you see here today, expect much more of the same and also extra stuff over on Patreon. Link for both of those is found in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, are you guys ready? I don't think you're ready. Are you ready for the 2022 prediction? And I actually had planned to do this a while back, but there was just a huge influx of 2022 readings and I just decided to wait a little bit on it so everybody wasn't so bombarded and overwhelmed. So hopefully you haven't had your complete fix of the 2022 predictions yet, because this one is going to be unlike any that you have seen. This is going to be a 3-part reading. That's right, 3-part reading. So for the breakdown of this 2022 prediction, this is going to be very custom to you because there's 3 different things you're choosing from, and I would like you to select one from each option. So part 1, you will be selecting from pile 1 with the clear quartz, pile 2 with the aura quartz, and pile 3 with this geode. For part 2, you are going to be doing charms, but you have to select the angel or the frog. So option 1, angel, option 2, frog. And for the 3rd part, you have the choice. This is going to be actually a fortune-telling kit. I had this when I was young, like in high school in the 90s, and I actually tracked this down online. I paid a pricey penny for it, and it's called Madame Bosky's fortune-telling book. Fortune-telling kit, actually, but book says book. And what I'm going to do is shuffle these cards up, and then we lay them out, and any matches we have, that's going to be pertinent information for your 2022 prediction. And we have 3 groups to choose from here. We have the kind of jade green astro die for option 1, jade green. Option 2 is the purple astro die. And option 3 will be the dark blue, royal blue astro die. Forgot the name of it for a second. Okay, so have you selected your card? Have you selected your charm reading? And have you selected your fortune-telling option? Once you have, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps. I would start with the card, and then, which is part 1, then go to part 2, then go to part 3 so that this flows the best way. But if you have another idea, you can do it however you want. But also too, if you maybe say selected 2 from this group, 1 from this group, and 1 from this group, just read them by part, if that makes sense. Or if you selected 1 here, and 2 here, watch this one, then these 2. Okay, I hope I haven't thoroughly confused you guys. Can you tell I'm excited? Because I'm excited. We are going in deep, first with the cards, then the charms, then the fortune-telling kit. I'm excited. Let's get to it. So go ahead and check the description box below for your timestamps. Please though remember, these are general predictions. Keyword general for the full year ahead. So if something doesn't resonate, doesn't sound at all like your life, you can completely disregard it and only take the information that resonates for you, your life, your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest behind. If you're listening to it, it doesn't sound anything like your life, maybe select a different option, or maybe this video just doesn't have a message for you. Either way, totally cool, no worries. But without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you guys a moment to meditate on your cards, your charm options, and your fortune-telling kit options, and then I will see you over at your card timestamp for part 1, then your charms for part 2, then your fortune-telling kit for part 3. I will see you over there. All right, I'm so excited. All right, see ya. Okay, here we go. Oh, are you excited? Okay, I'm going to give you some time now. I'm going to give you some time to meditate. Meditate on these cards and options. Okay, see you soon. All right, for my lovelies who selected pile number 1 with this card here with the clear quartz, this is going to be your card reading portion. Don't forget when this part is over to check out parts 2 and 3 for a very well-rounded and cohesive message for your year ahead of 2022. The 2022 prediction, and the card you have here is the Sun. This is the source card, and we've got the number 18 here, which adds up to 9. So you guys are at least very early in this year, or maybe at the end of 2021, completing a full whole cycle of your life and starting something completely new and something completely fresh. Could even be about springtime, that you're really feeling this fresh energy come in hot for you guys. But this is kind of the theme of your year. Sun. Things are looking much brighter. I'm hearing the sun will come out tomorrow being 2022 for you guys. This is exciting, especially those of you who have had a very rough last couple of years or just felt like life was happening to you rather than for you. Things are looking up. This is basically as good as the Sun card in the tarot. But speaking of tarot, we are going to break this down by quarter. I'm going to do it pretty much how I did it last year. I loved how that worked out for the 2021 prediction. Okay, so let's get your tarot. We're breaking it down by quarter. So the first 3 months, next 3 months, next 3 months, next 3 months. All right. What do we have for group 1 for 2022? We've got here the 5 of Wands in reverse, basically. What else do we have? Oh, I'm reading this as option, or that part. This will be this will be this. Here, there we go. So, this will be the first quarter of 2022, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So, the first 3 months, so January, February, March, we have here the 5 of Wands, but this is called the Vice Versa Tarot, which I absolutely love. You can kind of read the back version, which we got faced upright for you, as the reversal, or just kind of, I like to use my intuition with it. So this is almost like you're not the one fighting, because that would be this depiction. You're not the one fighting or having to, try to push your agenda forward. You're kind of more watching this from afar. So maybe other people in your life are doing things and you're not really in it. You're not in the mix. Maybe you're hearing about it second, third hand, but you're not the one having to deal with everybody's issues. Like maybe in the past you were all caught up in drama, or maybe even 2021 was a very drama-filled year. Whether, it was drama for the sake of being drama or actual craziness just going on in the world, or stuff going on in your personal life. Could have been shakeups, wake-ups, breakups, just all sorts of tower moments and just not very good feeling energy. But really what I'm seeing is these things that may have happened for you in 2021, maybe even as far back as 2020, actually were for your highest good. Even if they felt yucky in the moment, they were directing you or guiding you to your destiny. So you're going to feel this almost destined kind of feeling in 2022, like things are really shaping up and you are going in the direction of your North Node or your destiny in this life. And here in this depiction, I think we can see it up there maybe, we do have a volcano erupting. And if 2022 is anything like 2021 and 2020, the kind of earth changes and the earth shakeups have really been on and popping right now. No pun intended. It is just popping off left and right. Earthquakes and eruptions and just crazy weather of all sorts. But this just could be that you guys are kind of on the outside looking in on a lot of craziness going on around you, but you're not feeling so fazed and affected by it like maybe you had been in the past. But I'm really also seeing this as cooperation. Rather than it being conflict and chaos, this is more contributing together, working together, brainstorming, working with those around you for the common good of all. And everybody, it's like a win-win outcome kind of vibe. And everybody collaborating together and doing their part around the house or around the work front, whatever it looks like to, come to that common ground, and everybody's seeing some benefit here. Especially you, because the sun is here in your reading. So yay, that is so amazing. Sorry about that. I got a phone call that I had to answer. So here we are. I've turned the ringer off. We should be good to go. But yes, now we have here the Knight of Swords for April, May, and June. So this is really exciting. Things are really moving forward through any stormy seas is what I'm hearing. Through any stormy seas, you're really moving things ahead, moving things forward. It's almost like you're using any kind of, oh man, not this again, or, any kind of little issues or bumps on the road. You're using them to really move yourself or project yourself forward in life, because this is kind of the back end of the Knight of Wands. This is the front end of it, but this looks a little stormier than the front end. But I'm really reading this as a positive thing, because you guys are going to be able to get through and weather any storm that comes your way between April, May, and June. And you're taking quick action on something. just make sure, like, the words that you speak, you kind of think and ground what you're trying to say to someone before you actually speak it out, because if you just speak without thinking, you may say things that would hurt someone, and you can't always take those words back, if ever, right? So making sure that you're not just speaking and then thinking about, oh man, shouldn't have said that. Just really analyze what you're going to say before you say it, so as to not hurt others' feelings or say things that you can't take back. So for July, August, and September, we've got here the Five of Pentacles, but this is him on the inside of the church. So it's the Five of Pentacles in reverse, basically. You are not left out in the cold. Things are really shaken up. I'm in a good way, Any storms you had to weather between April and June, July through September, you guys are really seeing the light. I mean, this person's looking down like they're almost waking up from a dream. He's going to see this light and be like, wow, everything is so lit up and fancy, and I'm warm. I have a full belly. Like, things are really shaking up in a good way. And I just heard job promotion for someone, or finding a new job that really suits you much better than an old job. Could be a new relationship for someone. You're really feeling like part of that inner circle. And this just feels, already, I'm really seeing this as the second half of 2022 is really going to be you feeling like in that light of the sun. Specifically, July is Leo season, so it makes a lot of sense that the sun is really coming out for you in 2022 come Leo season, and all the way through the end of 2022. Things will be much better than they were early on. But even early on, there's not a lot of craziness. But if there is, you're weathering that storm very cautiously and well. Like, you're able to use whatever happens in early 2021 to use it almost as a foundation or building block to get where you're going toward the end half of 2022. If I have said 2021 at any point during this, meaning 2022, I mean 2022. And Spirit knows I mean 2022, so hopefully we can avoid knowing that I'm messing up, hopefully. But yes, you guys, things really are looking up, and this feels so exciting to me. Like, I just got this burst of just absolute excitement and euphoria. So this could even look like reunions, just getting togethers, gatherings, weddings. Maybe you're attending a friend's wedding and you're meeting up with friends from the past, and it just feels like a really good time between July and September. So October, November, December, we've got the Empress card, but we're seeing her view. We're seeing what the Empress is seeing. So it's almost like you're taking on that role of Empress, or your own mother of your own inner child. It's very beautiful. It's very creative energy as well. You are maybe seeing we've got like a skull here in the water, kind of just peeking out with some stuff growing over it. So it's almost like you're taking the trauma from your past and evolving it or growing it into something that will actually serve you rather than hold you back or keep you stuck or afraid, or keeping that inner child under lock and key. It's like you're letting that inner child out and you're allowing it to roam around this beautiful field here. We've got a bird of prey. It looks like a falcon. That's what I'm hearing. So maybe even looking up the spirit animal of the falcon. But for October, November, December, you're really letting that inner child out to play. Those of you who do have children, maybe you are just really extra into the holidays this time of year. I know October, at least in the US, we've got the very last day of October, we've got Halloween, and then we've got our Thanksgiving in November, and then like the holidays with Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's Eve, all of those going on in December. So this kind of encapsulates all of those end of year holidays. And this is just you really almost experiencing the holidays as a child once again for yourself, whether you have children or not. But those of you specifically with children, I'm really seeing this as you parenting your inner child right along with your children and allowing your children to bring out your inner child as well. But those of you who don't have children, you can just do this for yourself. It's very easy. One thing that you can do is think of all of the things that you enjoyed doing at age 10, 11, somewhere in there, and just do those things. For me, I loved drawing, I loved coloring, I loved riding my bike, I loved climbing trees. I haven't climbed a tree in a hot minute, but I think it'd be interesting to see an almost 40-year-old woman be climbing a tree. But hey, if I had climbable trees in my yard, I probably would be climbing them. But just whatever feels really good to you. You guys are just in this more motherly yet also childlike kind of energy. It really does go both ways for you guys here. And just the self-care. You guys are taking the self-love and the self-care to a whole other level the last quarter of 2022. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards here in on the mix. We're just, of course, going to shuffle on camera because that's what we're doing today. I think we'll start here. We're going to get 2 from this deck. All right, anything for group 1, 2022. We've got here cool your emotions with the full moon in Aries, and I really like that this is coming out next to this first quarter where you're kind of detaching yourself from all the emotional upheavals, the eruptions going on out in the world, or maybe even in like amongst coworkers or amongst other family members. You're just kind of cooling your emotions or almost detaching yourself from situations. That's not making you detached from your emotions. You're just cooling them down and detaching your energy from a bunch of other people that can really get your emotions stirred up, is what I see for 2022. And also here we have know you are loved, and I love that's coming out with the self-love, self-care, mother to your own inner child. I love this. New moon in Libra. So you guys may be Aries or Libra. I myself am an Aries sun with a Libra rising in Vedic astrology, so this really resonates with me. I love that. But yeah, knowing you're loved, really feeling that love from your own mother of your inner child, feeling it from those around you as well, because as within, so without. When you feel that love for yourself, you're going to see it reflected in many other relationships as well. Okay, I'm wondering. I think we'll go with this deck. I'm going to just pull one from this deck. This is going to be directly related to kind of your theme here, which will be the Sun card. Just anything to expand on this yearly theme for group 1, please. You are sacred with the master number 44. You are sacred. Know you are loved. And, you know, a lot of people and tribes of days gone by would actually worship the sun, and the sun was a sacred body to those people and those tribes. And I'm seeing you as knowing you are part of this sun. You are part of the universe. You are stardust. You are a part of all that is, the great I am, source, right? So you are really realizing you are sacred. And the number 44 may follow you guys around this year of 2022. Also the number 55, because we've got a 5 and a 5. Beautiful. And also a 3 here, so 333 could possibly be popping up everywhere for you guys as well. Let's see. I want to get 2 spirit animal cards just to see any spirit animals that you guys can look to, or may have a bunch popping up again like these numbers here. We've got the cheetah coming in hot. Get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. And that's what you're doing. You are moving quickly. Once you understand what you're doing and your intentions behind why you're doing what you're doing, you're going to be able to stay focused and move quickly toward achieving your goal, because cheetahs are, if I'm not mistaken, the fastest moving land animal of all time. Like out there. Yes, absolutely. So you guys are embodying this quick moving energy of cheetah, especially those of you who have really felt stuck and stagnant the past few years. This year is going to blow your mind. And I'm glad I'm going to be the one to give you this amazing news. And then we've got the little like lower form of cheetah, the little house cat, the domestic cat. So many of you may be cat parents or be wanting to get a new cat this year. Or you just have a very meaningful exchange with like a neighbor's cat or a friend's cat if you don't yourself have a cat. But this is almost like your human self and then your higher self. So it's like you're balancing your human self and higher self a lot this year, or finding that balance. Remember, you know you are loved. With this Libra, it's like you're finding the balance between who I've always been, like on a soul level, and who you think you are on a more ego or human level, and realizing and tapping more into this cheetah version of yourself, and still, you know, doing the whole domestic cat thing as well, but knowing that inside this domestic cat there is this cheetah just ready to come crawling out and running full steam ahead. Okay, what else do we have for group 1 for the year of 2022, please, Spirit? All right, I see it, I feel it. Star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home and soul family. Wow, that is so powerful. You guys really are meeting new soul family members, or the soul family that you already have in your life. It's like you're really strengthening those bonds. And also some of you may even be moving to a place where you are more compatible with the area, the location, and also the people in that location. It's like you just meet so many people that feel like home to you, like family. And we also have here Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, and Isis energy. So looking up the Egyptian goddess of Isis for some more information. You can work with that archetype this year for maximum results, is what I'm hearing, to really embody the sun energy. I know sun is a more masculine energy, and I really do associate Isis energy with a more feminine energy, but it's, again, the balance of both, the best of both worlds, as above, so below, as within, so without, divine feminine, divine masculine, ego and higher self, right? So you guys really are learning to balance, because we got star gathering, which is all about the stars being aligned, but then we have the Earth Star. So it's like the stars and the earth. You're balancing between the above and the below. It's very beautiful. And I almost just could go off like for a whole hour, just your video alone, and really dive into this energy. But man, I think I should just kind of leave that part there and go to the next deck, because otherwise we'd be here all day. But I think I want to get 2 from this deck. We have enough room. I'm looking up at my camera. It looks like we might have enough room. Okay. Reflecting pool with stillness. So yes, you guys are moving full steam ahead once you know what you're doing, but there also will be, with all that balance coming in hot, times where you want to be still, where you want to reflect, where you want, and there's your 33. I knew you'd be seeing the 33. There it is, right there. But yeah, this is reflecting on where you've been so that you can see where you're going. Here, this woman is peering into the water, and there is a swan reflected. So maybe even swan symbolism, that's another little additional piece of homework you can go look up. But it's almost like that ugly duckling story, where the ugly duckling looks into the water and toward the end and realizes, I am the beautiful swan. So it's almost like you have this glow up from the inside that then starts reflecting on the outside. This is a spiritual evolution that you guys are taking this year of 2022, and it's so magical and masterful. I'm so excited and proud of you guys. You don't even know. And then we have here the Spirit Guardian of Summer with expansion, and it's got the number 37 here, which adds up to 10. There's that new beginning. Again, summertime is really your time to shine, no pun intended, with the sun, Leo energy, the 5 of Pentacles, just all of this sun energy coming in hot for you guys. New beginnings are really on and popping by summertime this year for you, and I'm just absolutely excited and ecstatic about this for you guys. So let's just get one more little, these are kind of more affirmations, some of the cards, but others have actual like kind of more oracle card meanings. We'll just see what you get. We're just going to grab one for group 1 for 2022. What do we got? Okay, we have here, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Can I get an amen? Yes, all that self-love, self-care. And you do not have to wait till the last quarter of 2022 to start embodying this mother to your own inner child. You can do this all year long. And I think you're going to really be able to accelerate and speed up your beautiful source activation if you can start embodying this Empress energy to your own inner child much earlier in the year. You have that potential. This is just a prediction of, the current energy where you're at. You can actually fast track all of this by really tuning into these energies much sooner than all of this. But I think many of you do have a little kind of road bump or a little hump to get over before you can really embody this. And to me, it really looks like healing and kind of cleaning up your own messes in your kind of local area. That could be in your home, in your body, in your emotions, just kind of in your own aura and in your own relationships. You're cleaning house. Maybe you're releasing some toxic people from your life, or a toxic job, a toxic living situation, whatever it looks like. It doesn't always have to be quote unquote toxic, but it's just not for your highest growth and evolution. It's something that you have going on is maybe holding you back or kind of stifling you a little bit. That doesn't mean you have to let go of the thing itself, but just kind of the dynamic or the little rut that you're in with said thing or person or job or whatever, to then be able to really embody that expansion we were talking about earlier. But you can't pour from an empty cup, so fill your cup up and then give from the overflow. You don't even have to pour anything out of your dang cup, kings and queens. No, you don't. You are giving from that overflow, because when you love yourself in a very masterful way, your cup will be overflowing. And that overflow is that's that universal love that you can give to everybody by way of your time, effort, love, attention, finances, whatever it looks like for you. But you can't give from an empty cup, so make sure to fill your cup up first. It's kind of like that, airplane analogy. Put your mask on first before helping the children and everyone around you. Make sure you are taking care of yourself so that you can then help take care of others. So beautiful. Don't forget, you guys, there is 2 more parts to this. So go to part 2 for your charm reading and part 3 for your fortune telling kit reading. I'm super excited about the rest of this. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, or those of you who selected this beautiful Aura Quartz. I got Aura Amethyst over there. Aura Quartz. That's so pretty. All right, but this is going to be your reading. In-depth prediction for 2022. And remember, this is a 3-part reading. So when this card section is over, go to parts 2 and then 3 for the rest of your reading for a very well-rounded prediction for 2022. So we have the retrograde card coming in hot for you with the number 15, which adds up to 6. This is all about reviewing, life reviewing. So this could even be in numerology, a year 9 for you guys, where you are closing out a complete 9-year cycle. If that doesn't resonate, if you guys aren't on a personal year 9, this just could be you really examining a lot of your life. And it's like, did I choose this? Is it something I want to continue to choose moving forward? This could be relationships, jobs, locations. You guys really are examining, who am I and what do I want? Because many of you, especially those of you who have had a spiritual awakening in the past, or maybe are having one this year of 2022, you really start to examine and release a lot of things that just were not serving your highest good. Maybe they did at the time or in the past, but maybe they're not going to serve your highest good moving forward. So you are really reviewing and analyzing these things so that you can move forward. So this is a bit of a life theme for you guys, retrograde. And I think the retrograde seasons of Mercury and all the other planets, because not all the planets, but many of the planets do go retrograde. The ones that don't are going to be the sun. The nodes just transit retrograde. I mean, they're calculations, they're points. They're not physical objects rotating backwards out there anywhere. But the sun does not go retrograde and the moon does not go retrograde. But all the other planets, besides the nodes, of course, that are already in retrograde calculation, do go retrograde. So just be mindful of all the retrogrades going on, because these are going to be particularly potent times where you can review, release, and heal a lot from your past group 2. Okay, and then the number 15 here. The number 15 may play an important role for you this year, or the number 6. Maybe you're seeing 1515 or 666. I know, scandalous, 666, but it's actually a really beautiful angel number. Also, the number 6 deals with balance, doing things in moderation. It's a very justice plus temperance card energy, if you ask me. And also Empress energy, motherly energy, being that mother to your own inner child. All themes, self-love, self-care, all themes with the number 6. All right, so what does group number 2 have coming in hot for 2022? Ooh, we've got some victory, some behind-the-scenes victory. We're going to get into this very soon. And we're going to do this by quarters. I don't think I mentioned that yet. So the first 3 months, the next 3 months, next 3 months, next 3 months. That's how we're going to do this, okay? We have that one. King of Swords. And we've got the Hermit. And one more for the last quarter, please, Spirit. We've also got the Magician. Yes. Wow. I love this. Okay, so let me get everything lined up for you. Okay, so for January, February, and March, the first quarter of 2022, we have the 6 of Wands. This is victory. But this, to me, doesn't feel like you are up in the spotlight, like you're the one in front of a camera, or you're the one, like, getting all these accolades front and center. To me, this feels like a more behind the scenes, because on the front depiction of this is the vice versa tarot, by the way, so 2 depictions of this. This would be you up in the spotlight. We can't see anyone else. We can just see their hands risen above. But this to me is almost your vantage point here. You're seeing the blood from the battle. You've seen behind the scenes of how hard you've worked and how far you've come to get that victory. And maybe others don't see that victory because, again, it's not front and center spotlight like if we had selected this face up. This is more of an internal victory, or something that you really can't put on paper and say, hey, I've accomplished this. It's more of a sense of accomplishment on the inside. But that being said, this is something that's really going to be reflected on the outside. And because sometimes the Six of Wands does talk of ego, because this is kind of the back end of it, it's like you've realized your ego, or you've kind of met your match with your ego and said, you're not going to run my life anymore, ego. Higher self is coming in hot to really clean house on some ego battles that you've had with other people, ego battles at work, ego battles within yourself, just ego battles for days that you are overcoming. The higher self is the one coming out the victor here. So those of you on a spiritual journey, perfect energy for where you're going into the next quarter of 2022, which will be your April, May, and June of 2022, that 3-month window. We've got here the King of Swords. And of course, we are seeing his vantage point, because on the other side, it's the front end. He is a very revered and wise king here. He has been through it, and we are standing, it's like Spirit has your back is what I'm hearing. Spirit has your back this year, and any obstacles or, lightning storms that are coming up in your future, Spirit's got your back, and you can almost tell the outcome before you even get started on a journey of something coming up for you this April, May, and June of 2022. This doesn't feel like major loss to me, but this does feel like some obstacles and a journey that you guys are going on. It feels a very internal and spiritual journey, and I think this victory is going to be what kicks this off for you, because you're diving deeper. You're going from, this guy that's won a battle to the king. You're riding with this king here, and this king, I'm really seeing this as your own higher self, leading the way and showing the way, and that lightning of Mother Nature coming in hot to maybe create some tower moments during this time, but these tower moments are actually serving your highest good and your highest potential. Because when we get into July, August, and September, this third quarter of 2022, you guys are really going within and doing that introspection and that inner research, that inner work, the meditation, the spiritual practice. These first 6 months here of 2022 are leading you to your soul, to your destiny, to what it is you came here to do, especially with your theme being review. You guys are spending a lot of time alone. You guys are seeking the truth of the world, of your reality, of your own consciousness, and healing. Healing is really the name of the game for you guys. It's like there are beautiful colors hidden within, because the inside of his robe, it's kind of flapped open here with the wind. And there's a beautiful, bright, vibrant blue here. And we've also got some blue going on here in the distance, blue in the distance, blue in the distance, and on his cape, maybe a purpley blue. But to me, this really resonates with the throat chakra. So being able to finally clear or heal something from your past where you weren't able to speak your truth, or you felt like you had to stifle yourself or not allow yourself to really shine your light. But come July, August, September of 2022, you're unapologetically just shining your light. You're done playing small. You're ready to be that master of your own life and in charge of the direction your life is going. So some of you may be deciding to make a major breakaway from a job, a lover, a friend, a toxic person in your life, a location, making a break for it for your highest good, releasing something that is holding you back in July, August, and September. And then October, November, December, we're coming in hot here with the Magician. You guys, whatever you've released has really given you this new lease on life where you feel more in control and more empowered in your own ability to create the life you want than you've ever felt in this incarnation. This is not small energy that you are ending 2022 with. This is masterful. This is you tuning into your highest good. This is you tuning into your higher self. This is you tuning into your soul's mission and your life purpose and living it unapologetically, because you're doing it from a place of love. You're living from the heart. And if other people just don't understand that or don't get you all of a sudden, it's not up to you to try to explain to them or dumb it down for them to understand. Of course, give grace to those who just don't understand this new version of yourself, but really it's not a new version of yourself. It's the most authentic and true version of yourself that maybe has just been hidden for a very long time under all of the programming and conditioning and trauma. But it's absolutely your right to bring this to the forefront of your life and allow it to shine out, just like this lantern here in The Hermit. This could even look like you guys starting your own business or building a home, building some sort of creative project that you are going to be proud of, that may even be your legacy, that when you are old and gray and you pass away, everyone's still going to be talking about that thing you did, that beautiful, masterful artwork that you created, or that foundation that you started, or that house you built, or that family that you created. You know, whatever it is, it's going to be different for each of you, but this is going to be your year to really start on your legacy, what it is you're leaving behind. Not like you guys are checking out or anything like that. No, it's like you're just getting started. Even those of you who are maybe in your 60s or 70s, it's like the rest of your life is going to be the best of your life. That's really the vibe. And there is a major shift between June and July for you guys, where you get the keys to your own castle of your soul. That is so powerful. Like you can't even fathom it right now, group 2. You can't yet. But come in between June and July of next year, 2022 here, there's going to be a major epiphany, aha moment, awakening, something that happens in your life that makes you realize that you've been powerful all along. You just maybe were playing small for other people or denied it within yourself, but no, you can't deny it anymore. You're moving forward. Yes, group 2. I'm loving this so much. All right, so let's get some oracle cards in the mix. What do we need to know for group 2 predictions for 2022? We've got here, speak your world into being with the first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. What was I saying about all that throat chakra? Finally being able to speak your truth. Maybe some of you for the first time ever in this incarnation. Okay, I'm taking the first top one of these. We also have keep your heart open with the first quarter moon in Libra. And this is so funny because I had mentioned we had an Aries card and a Libra card here for group 1. And I had mentioned I'm an Aries sun and a Libra rising in Vedic astrology. But I am a Gemini moon and a Libra rising in Vedic astrology as well. So I love that my personal stuff is coming out here. That's so fun. But you don't have to be a Gemini or a Libra anything for this to still resonate, because you are keeping your heart open. What was I saying about you being able to open your heart and live authentically from your heart, from your soul, from your higher self, from your destiny? You're not playing small anymore. You're not dimming that heart light anymore. It's like the Neil Diamond song, put out your heart light, yeah? I'm not going to say it the right way so I don't get copyright striked, but yes, you get what I'm saying. But you guys finally are speaking your world into being. You're realizing that your thoughts and your words have power. They are spells you are casting on your own reality. So when you tell yourself you're ugly, you're fat, you're stupid, you're never going to amount to anything, you're right. You're not, but like you believe you're right, and then you create that. You can say anything and you will actually be right because you will start to create that. So you might as well say things that are going to benefit you and your journey here and the whole planet. You might as well. And keeping your heart open, you will start to speak better world into being. Your world will look better because you're speaking a better world into being by listening to your heart and following your heart and speaking from your heart. Some of you, again, for the first time ever in this incarnation. And it's powerful. It's so powerful. So this card is going to go here, and we really did in group 1 pair this up with the kind of life theme of 2022 for you guys, which is retrograde review. So this card will coincide with this energy. You got 2. You guys are just that extra and that special. You get 2. So we've got light. What were we saying? Put out your heart light. And it's like light, 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 light. You've got light all around you, you guys. The number 16, light. This to me feels like the main theme of this, but you're also realizing, oh look, and we've got 16, which adds up to 7, and 25, which adds up to 7, so 77. Angel number 77, angel number 666, because we got 6 and 6 here as well. Again, don't be afraid of 666. It's actually a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful angel number, but we've also got 77 here. Sacred temple. And look, her heart is right here with like a beautiful little tattoo or kind of coloration over the heart, depiction of a heart over the heart chakra. So you are really treating your body as a sacred temple and realizing how much power you have to manifest the life that you want by listening to your body, listening to your intuition, and taking care of your body, treating it like the sacred temple that it really is. And light. You are embodying more of your soul's light. You're bringing more of your higher self online. Your vibration is raising. Your consciousness is raising. This is major awakening vibes for you guys. Even those of you who've been on a spiritual journey for 10, 20, 30 years, you haven't seen anything yet. Like, you're leveling up at such a pace that you won't even recognize the you of 2021 anymore. Yes, we're here for it. Yes, we are. I think we're going to go to this deck next. Let's see. Here we go. All right. What else can Group 2 expect for 2022? Hope you're having fun. I know I am. We've got Wizard of the Woods. Focus. Yes. I love this. Let's get one more. We want the top one of these. And then Dragonfly Spirit with Change. So the Dragonfly animal spirit animal, may have been following you around, as well as the number 12. Maybe you're seeing a lot of 12 on the clock like I have been lately. But yeah, big change is coming, but it's a very spiritual and cleansing change that you're bringing. Look at these cleansing waters. Look at these cleansing waters and these cleansing waters she's standing next to here. But focus. By focusing, this is what you're doing here that's going to lead you to here. I'm so weird, yes. You are focusing a lot of this first part of the year. You're focusing on what life am I wanting to create. And it's almost like this wizard, I'm reading this kind of almost this way. It's like this wizard has brought this lightning into being. And they're both very wise and elderly, kingly or wizardly looking people here as well. And of course this guy, same vibe. It's like you're really, even if you guys yourselves are very young per your body, it's like you're embodying that ancient and that soul wisdom that you have within you. You're really embodying and bringing that ancient and Akashic wisdom to the forefront of your life. And it's really going to transform your life into something you can be super, super freaking proud of. Okay, Group 2, that's so powerful. It's so amazing. Oh, that's right. I think for Group 1 I put the spirit animals here, but I'm going to kind of have one spirit animal coming in with the dragonfly, but we'll grab two more. Spirit animals you are embodying or using the wisdom of or seeing the year of 2022. We've got the boar here, which is the pig. But it says here, face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. And that's exactly what you're doing this first part. You're facing your problems head on. You're no longer pushing them away or pretending they don't exist or procrastinating on things. You're kind of being forced. If you don't do it yourself, the universe will kind of force your hand to get you to do it with these little tower moments ahead. But if you're the one that faces your problems head on, you're the one detonating these towers. You're not having them done for you by the universe. Because sometimes when we procrastinate, the universe is like, well, guess I got to step in and get this going so that this person wakes up to their destiny or whatever it is. But pigs are very lucky animals. We also have the mouse. How cute. So we have here, you're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. So not just being so focused on the big picture that you don't see the forest for the trees, but you're focusing, you're making sure you're paying attention also to the details, those important details. If you're signing any contracts this year, make sure you're reading it with a fine-tooth comb or hiring a lawyer to really help you understand, or someone who does contracts, just so you really understand what you're getting into. If you're signing a contract for a job, a house, a car, a loan, a whatever you're signing a contract for. But you need to really pay attention to even the small things, because think of the mouse. I mean, the mouse has a very grounded view of reality because the mouse spends a lot of time on the ground, finding the little crumbs other people leave behind. So this could even be you making do with less at the beginning. I'm really seeing this as the beginning part of the year. It's like maybe you're downsizing. Maybe you are getting rid of a lot of stuff and just a lot of baggage. Could be emotional baggage, could be physical clutter from your closets and your garage and just around your home. And deep cleaning as well, because sometimes mice, they will make little homes of all the little crumbs and pieces of stuff laying around. They will kind of make one man's trash into their own treasure. So maybe you guys are kind of doing that or upcycling things, but also with the mouse, just making sure you're keeping your physical space, your body, your personal hygiene, and your home and your car as clean as possible. Because you know how they say cleanliness is close to godliness. That it's not like God is judging you for not having a clean house or being clean yourself, but it's just you have this beautiful peace of mind, especially with that sacred temple card we have here beneath the light card. Keeping a very clean space and a clean body and a clean mind and a clean car and a clean environment really just makes you feel a lot better, energetically speaking. It has an energetic reaction when you can keep things clean. There's a major benefit in many areas of life rather than just having a clean space. It makes your mind feel less cluttered as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get a couple cards here. Anything else Group 2 needs to know about 2022? Prediction coming in hot. Okay, we want this top one of these. Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. Pretty much just reaffirming what we said earlier. I mean, there's nothing I can add because we've already touched on all of that. So yeah, the Merkaba symbol might be very important for you guys this year. Back here, let me grab it. I do have an amethyst Merkaba pendulum that I bought on eBay, and it was broke when it arrived, and I just didn't have the heart to send it back because it's like, I'm imperfect, but please love me. So I have a very imperfect Merkaba amethyst pendulum that I ordered on eBay that arrived broken, but like I still love him anyway, but looking up the Merkaba symbol, what that means, there may be some guidance there for you. But yes, you guys are leveling up, you are ascending, your vibration is raising up this year. And also we have Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, throat chakra, angelic attunement, and divine support. Throat chakra is important this year, you guys. Have I mentioned that yet? Yes, I think I have. Really work on your throat chakra. Do some throat chakra healing. Drink some healing teas, and put the intention when you are making the tea that this is going to soothe and heal the throat chakra and clear any trauma or blockages from it. Your intentions are everything. I know it sounds woo-woo and make-believe, but it works. It freaking works, Group 2, so try it out. But yeah, you guys really are getting attunement from the angels. They are really helping, especially when you can meet them halfway and clear your field, clear the energy, clear the space. That gives more space for the angels to then come in and help you level up. Your guides can become closer to you because you're not bogged down with all this negativity, toxicity, and clutter. And this could even be you cleaning your body, clearing your body, doing a cleanse, clearing the toxicity from your body in 2022, and just really having a very healthy year because you're really working on that sacred temple, treating your body like the temple, the sacred temple that it is. Rather than feeding it garbage, you're feeding it life. You're feeding it presence and magic rather than garbage. Yes, garbage in, garbage out, right? All right, we're going to get one more. And this is just going to be a little affirmation. Some of these are kind of more affirmations. Some of them are more oracle card-like. We'll just see what comes out for Group 2 for 2022. And we got 3, 2, 1, jump! And then we've got the number 1 here, which again, new beginning. So you guys are taking a leap of faith. This is very full energy, but this is after some, focus on exactly what needs to change in your life. It's almost that midpoint. Yeah, and I did put it right in the middle here. Between June and July, there's going to be a fool moment, but a good fool, not like a foolish kind of fool, but like this guy, it's like he's left the city and he's going somewhere more rural. So some of you may be on the move, taking that leap of faith to move to a different state or to move out of the city to a more rural location where you can actually get more in tune with nature. That could be a big change coming in for you guys to be able to focus, because when you can clear your mind of all those EMF frequencies of the city and get out in nature, nature gives you negative ions, which you'd think, oh no, that's bad. But like positive ions are what your electronics give off. Your body needs to offload a lot of those positive ions so it can feel less fight or flight or less stressed out. So getting out into nature really is a major help for stress levels. So you're taking a leap of faith. For some of you, this could be starting a business, starting a new job, a new career, a new relationship, just something very new and exciting. Again, I'm really reading this between June and July of 2022. Something big is happening and your heart is in it. Your heart is on the move. your heart is with it. Big heart chakra activation coming in hot. Maybe that's when a lot of this ascension and rising up is happening for you guys. Because look what comes after that. The Hermit, that introspection, that spirituality. And then the Magician. I mean, masterful. I love this so much for you guys, group 2. Go to parts 2 and 3 to get a really well-rounded reading, even if you have to kind of watch this in a couple of different days worth of time, because I know these can get a little long. It will be worth it to really get a well-rounded reading from the charms and also that fortune-telling kit. Go to parts 2 and part 3 for the rest of your reading. And thanks again. Feel free to leave any comments. I always love to hear from you guys. I love reading the little stories that you share, and I try to get back to as many of you as I can. But please don't forget to go check out the rest of your reading. I will see you over there. All right, bye. Hi, group 3. How are you doing? I'm so excited. Groups 1 and 2 have been mind-blowing, so I expect nothing less from my magical, masterful, amazing group number 3. If you are new to my channel, Group 3, they just have a special place in my heart, so the fact that you chose Group 3, welcome to the High Vibe Tribe. We absolutely adore you over here. Those of you who selected this little crystal geode and this card, we are getting right into your reading. But you guys have selected here, and this is kind of the theme of your year for 2022. We've got the Aries card. You are taking action. We've got Act here, and number 1, new beginnings, new energy, starting something new, exciting. You are inspired and motivated and driven to start something new. It's very Ace of Wands energy paired up with the Knight of Wands energy. So yes, exciting, inspirational, fun, new. Maybe you're learning something new, going somewhere new, having a new relationship, a new job, new. And that's kind of been a theme for all 3 piles. There is a lot of new energy coming, like as a collective, on a collective level, a lot of new, fresh, fun, innovative energy coming to Earth, which, yay, I'm here for it. Sign me up. Where do I raise my hand? Where do I put my name on the line? Like, let's get some new, fresh, exciting, happy, loving energy onto this planet. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right, let's get some tarot in the mix. And we're going to be breaking the year of 2022 down by quarters with the tarot and then getting some additional guidance from the oracles as always. But this is the vice versa tarot. So, this is the... What is this? Death card. Oh, it's the death card. So we've got life here, death here. Yes, okay. So it's kind of almost like you're reading it in reverse, but I really do read this more intuitively than with the reversals, if that makes sense. So we're going to draw a card for the first, second, third, and fourth quarters of 2022. Let's get on it, okay? First quarter, second quarter, already coming in hot. All right, what else for group 3? Third quarter, fourth quarter. And fourth quarter. All right. Look at this. I'm so excited. Okay, this is amazing. All right, so we're going to start with me getting this all figured out. And it's interesting, too, that the first half of the year, we have nighttime. The second half of the year, we have more daytime looking scenery going on here. So, with the first quarter, this will be your January, your February, and your March of 2022, group number 3. You've got the Hanged Man, but it's kind of the back view, so we can see the people that have actually strung him up here and bound his feet and hands. And we've got those drama masks here that have fallen away, so I'm hearing the truth will be revealed within the first 3 months of 2022. Amanda, get with it. 2022. Within the first 3 months of 2022, a major truth will be revealed. For many of you, this could be spiritual. This could be a truth you're learning about yourself. But for others of you, this could be a truth about the world, about reality itself, the fabric of reality itself. Something that you once believed about a celebrity, or could have been even about someone you know. You find out the real truth, and it can be scandalous, it could be surprising, it could be exciting. It's going to be like major spectrum. It could be very shocking for some of you and very exciting and happy for others of you, or anywhere along the way. It could even just be a full 3 months of truth bomb, truth bomb, truth bomb, truth bomb. But this is really helping you not feel so stuck in a lie or in illusion or something that's not reality. But it does also have to do with you learning the truth about yourself, because these masks almost feel to me like they fell off of him, or like they were on him before he got strung up and then he was upside down, so it fell off. We also have a snake here, which to me represents healing and releasing the old, because the snake does shed its skin. It's releasing the old to make room for this battering ram of the new. The Aries coming in hot as your theme here, taking action to learn the truth of a situation, to get you to not feel so stuck in the past or in old cycles or in old trauma. You're learning the truth from a more spiritual perspective for most of you, and that's going to help you really move forward in your life. So for the second quarter of 2022, this will be your April, May, and June energy. You've got the lovers. So it's like that snake of healing that you have here is intertwined with someone else's snake of healing. We've got almost a caduceus symbol. It's the two snakes intertwined. There's no rod between them to make the caduceus symbol that you see with a lot of medical stuff, healing. But this could even be you and someone in your life are healing. For some of you, this could be a new relationship coming in hot between April, May, and June of 2022, or just in a strengthening of a romantic relationship or a soulmate connection. It doesn't always have to be romantic, because soulmates can be our parents, our children, our friends, our coworkers, our family, people we meet on the internet. It could be anybody. So however this resonates for you, there is a healing in a relationship, especially a close relationship, especially a soulmate connected relationship in your life, group 3, coming in for you in April, May, and June of 2022. But this is also just happiness. It's contentment. It's strengthening of bonds of you and another person. And it could be you and another person, that other person being your mother, and then you and another person, that person being your child, that person being your significant other, that person being a friend at work. You're just strengthening all of your different one-on-one connections with people and showing up as a more authentic part or version of yourself, because the mask has fallen away in the earlier part of the year. And I'm really seeing this star here is almost like that star of Bethlehem, I think it was called, the night that Jesus was born, like a star of hope, a star, a wish, that many still speculate that could have been actually a Pleiadian spaceship that was leading the way for those wise men on that night. Interpret as you will, but it's almost like this star lighting up to lead the way for something better, and you're taking action for something better. And then here we have the Seven of Pentacles. We've got one view of it. It's a very barren and almost sad looking Seven of Pentacles, because normally I don't get too bad of a vibe from the Seven of Pentacles, but to me it's almost like this is taking the patience end of the Seven of Pentacles meaning to an extreme. So the third quarter of 2022, you may feel like you're just spinning your wheels, kind of almost stuck again, but this is actually divinely guided, divinely inspired, because you need a time out. I think all of this one-on-one connection with all these other people in your life, it's time now for July, August, September for you to kind of come back home to yourself, because it's almost like he's trying to farm and reap some abundance in the middle of winter time. And I know technically the third quarter for most of the world is not at all winter time. It's kind of that fall season, that kind of summer going into fall, because I think September 21st, 22nd, somewhere in there is the fall or autumn equinox. So this will take the last part of summer going into fall, which has nothing to do with winter, but it's almost like you're in your own personal winter. But that doesn't mean things are bad. It's just, it's not the right time to move forward. I think really a lot of this forward action is going to be in the first, second, and fourth quarter for you guys, group 3. And it's like you're taking a bit of a timeout or respite. It doesn't mean everything stops and grinds to a halt the third quarter of July, August, September, but it's just you kind of going back home to yourself to really nurture and do a lot of self-introspection, self-love, self-care, just kind of cleaning up your own environment, your own message, your own energy field, doing a lot of healing, doing a lot of research and learning even. And I'm really hearing we're going to turn this guy's frown upside down, because before this guy knows it, it's going to be springtime, and he's going to be more than happy to dig out this old skeleton and, do all these other things. But I'm really reading this almost as like a death. It doesn't have to be a physical death, but it's like a death of an old version of yourself that you've buried, but it's like kind of come to the surface a little bit. Like the rest of this body is kind of under the surface, but the skull is above the surface. So it's almost like the death of one old version of you was used as kind of the fertilizer to grow something new from it. But it's kind of in its dormant phase right now, because there is some tending or just some rest and recuperation that needs to be done to kind of balance out all this action that you've got going on in quarters 1, 2, and 4 of 2022. So for the fourth quarter of 2022, we've got the Eight of Swords, but basically this is the reversed version of it, because here she is all bound up, and here she can see that hope, that freedom, because eagles do represent freedom. We've got an eagle spirit animal, so maybe that is an animal totem for you, along with this Aries ram here, to really help you lead the way and get that like higher perspective. I'm really seeing, because the eagle eye view, eagle eye, they can see the detail of things. So maybe you're finding a loophole in some details to really free yourself from some bonds that you put yourself in. This is always mental energy. It's not physical. But a lot of times our mental unrest and bounding that we do to ourselves almost feels physical at times, because we almost will feel this physical bound up like we've got going on over here in this hangman energy. But you're freeing yourself from limiting beliefs. You're freeing yourself from trauma, from the past. All this healing you've done here, you're able to shimmy out of these binds and take this Ace of Swords of clarity, of that keen sight of the eagle, and really march yourself into October, November, December, and into 2023, starting all over calendar year 2023, with clarity, with new eyes, with new wings to fly, and starting that action all over again. Powerful stuff, you guys. This is such an amazing outcome for you for 2022. But let's get some oracle cards here in the mix and just see what else is coming in hot for our wonderful group 3, our magical, masterful, mystical group 3. We're gonna take this little guy right here. We've got, oh, this came out in group 2 in the same position. Speak your world into being. So you're going within to find out exactly what it is you want to experience on the outside. And then you're going to start using that throat chakra and your creative expression, your hands, to really create the life you want to see. And then we have the new moon in Aries. Go for it. And I've mentioned this in the other 2 groups, so I might as well just spill it here too. I'm an Aries sun and a Gemini moon in Vedic astrology, and all 3 piles have had my moon's sun or rising sign come out. That is so interesting to me. So fun. I love it. And then on the back of the deck, we got push through any insecurity. I'm a Cancer moon per Western astrology, a Gemini moon per Vedic astrology. So funny, so funny. Yeah, I love this for you guys though. You're going for it. And I love that this came out over here. It's like we're up here, we're above these mountains. You're this eagle. You're embodying this eagle. So this eagle spirit animal is very important for guiding you on your steps you're taking. And an eagle is a very, very spiritual being. It's a spirit messenger, a messenger from spirit. So important. You guys are speaking your world into being. This is very Fool energy. You're taking that leap of faith. You're acting. You're that Aries, brand new energy, exciting energy, and you're going for it. Even if once in a while you do have to take a break and kind of introspect and heal and really collect your thoughts and yourself before you move on, you'll always keep moving on. Keep on keeping on. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and grab one of these. So we pulled one of these to go below here, your kind of theme of 2022. And this will kind of go together with your theme to, really expand on that theme for you guys. River Woman. And this is a new deck, so I actually want to read what this means. We've got the number 23 here, which adds up to 5, so there's changes coming. Changes are a-coming. Let me grab the book. So we're just going to go down here to kind of the meat of the reading here, the written stuff. So it says, when River Woman runs into your reading, she reminds you to trust in the journey mapped out for you by the universe. You may feel trapped in rushing rapids, hitting rocks at every turn, or maybe you are at a fork trying to decide which way to go next. Before you are swept one way or the other, trust the universe knows your intentions. You are on course to reach your desires. You are exactly where you need to be. While your sight is limited to the stretch of water immediately before you, the universe sees the entire river. What were we saying? That eagle eye view, that eagle eye messenger of spirit, your own guides, your angels, your crossed over loved ones, your own higher self. They are guiding you. I love it. Yes. The universe sees the entire river from the mouth of the tributaries and forks all the way to the sea. Now is the time to have faith and gather strength for the journey ahead. Fill in this time with journaling, gentle exercise, meditation, or creating for the sake of creation. Wow. And then these are like flow affirmations. I am exactly where I need to be. I am guided at all times in my journey. I am heard by my spiritual team. Yes, because you're speaking your world into being, and your spirit team is like, okay, let's do it. And then I am exactly where I need to be. Even if you feel a little stuck at times this year, particularly the first and third quarters, just know that any stuck or stagnation or kind of pauses to your mission are divinely guided. This is needed. There is this need to balance, rest, recuperate, rejuvenate so that you don't burn yourself out. Beautiful Aries act. Yes, you're taking action, but we can't just do action all the time. We still need to sleep and eat and rest and play and have fun and connect with our loved ones. We can't just do all the time. So yes, dead batteries are bound to happen with a very long reading. A very long reading. Very, very long, but exciting. And let's see, I'm not 100% sure where this is going to stop, so you may just see the tabletop view for a hot minute before we catch up with where the cards are, depending how long my camera wasn't working. But yeah, we're just going to roll with this. It's not even Mercury retrograde, but here we go. Group 3, something crazy always happens in Group 3, which is cool. We're here for it. Okay, let's get some other spirit animals in the mix here. We already have that wonderful eagle and that Aries ram leading the way. And we do have Aries twice. I just forgot to mention that. Aries and Aries. So you guys are going for it. You are acting. Basically the same message repeated twice for you here. All right, what animals do we have coming in hot? The Roadrunner. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. I love that. That's always a good piece of advice. And just think of like the Roadrunner and the Coyote, the old Looney Tunes cartoon. That Roadrunner was always outsmarting that Coyote. And then we have the panda. He is so cute. Yes, he says create a sacred space for yourself in your home and place of work. And I think that's really, it's coming out below here where we really talked about clearing out what's no longer serving, clearing that clutter, clearing your energy, healing, all of this. But creating a sacred space for yourself in your home or your place of work, it could just have some candles, some crystals, some pictures of those you love, just anything you adore, fresh flowers or a plant. That's really going to enhance your mood. But when you can have your whole entire house be a sacred space for yourself, it really just changed the flow of your energy. Looking into feng shui, which is the Chinese version of energy flow in the home and energy, and Vastu Shastra is the more Hindu version of that, which I really resonate with both, but Vastu Shastra, the more Hindu version of kind of feng shui, really resonates with me. And since I've kind of implemented some feng shui, aka Vastu Shastra stuff around my home, I've noticed some changes, but like I want to keep going with it. So maybe you guys are looking into feng shui or Vastu Shastra to really enhance the flow of energy in your home and just getting the best out of the energy of your home. It's always important, but just making sure, even if you just have one little space on a desk or a dresser that is yours and yours alone, make sure you have that, because it's very important for you to have your own sacred space, for you to do this beautiful spiritual work of this mission that you are here to do. All right, where else are we going? Let's see. We're going to go to this deck next, I think. All right, anything else we need to know for Group 3 for 2022, please, Spirit? We've got Thicket of Thorns, Uncertainty, and that's coming out right below this Hanged Man. So that first part, I'm really reading this as that first part of the year here. You may feel a little uncertain of just exactly how you're acting and moving forward. But once you know, it's like you don't need to wait around and hem and haw about it. You're just on the move. And again, Thicket of Thorns, it's very hard to see even the top of the canopy of the trees or anything because it's so dense and thick. But remember, at all times, you guys have that beautiful eagle eye of your spirit team seeing everything from that bird's eye top-down view, that you can call on them and ask them for help, ask them for guidance through this thicket of thorns, any place you are uncertain. And we have the number 43, which adds up to 7, 77, 777, angel number 77. Will be a very important angel number for you guys this year. And we also have the Strength with the Ancient Oak Spirit. Yes, Strength. And we've got the number 2 here, so 22, 222 are other spirit numbers or angel numbers you're going to be experiencing this year ahead for yourselves. But you guys really are embodying this sense of strength when you can release the bounds or the chains of the things that are holding you back, the things that you are healing through, the limiting beliefs you're releasing, the toxic places, people, situations you're releasing from your life. This is giving you this sense of inner strength and peace and contentment that maybe you guys have really been on the search for a very long time. All right, let's get 2 from this deck as well for group number 3. All right, let's get 2 more for group 3, please, Spirit. Anything else they need to know? All right, we've got here Crown Chakra Upgrade, Divine Connection, Holy Experience, and Miraculous Energy. And I'm really seeing this as you embodying your own higher self, because it's like this little dove here is wearing like a little, I don't know, like a coat, almost looks like, but with a heart on it. I know it's not a heart, it's his little feet, but it almost reads as a heart from way up. I don't know if you can see it, hopefully, right here. His little feet look like a heart, at least from my vantage point. But you do have a major connection to the divine this year. I really see it amping up around April, May, and June, and just continuing on from there. Not to say you don't have that connection early on, but it's really going to be prevalent and amazing for you going into April through the rest of the year. Your gifts are really coming online. You are just leveling up in many ways this year, and that's why you're going to need a break here so you don't completely burn yourself out, because you do have a lot of cosmic energy running through you and integrating into your body. And we also have the Pleiadian activation coming together, Harmony in the Heavens and Resolution coming together. I'm really seeing this start activating around the same time. Look at that. You guys are on a mission. You're really realizing your life mission, your life purpose, and you're going for it. Again, you may need little breaks and stops along the way, but Spirit is always flying high and circling back and making sure that you don't get lost. Remember, Spirit is always your guide. Even if you say, can you whistle in the direction I need to go? And Spirit will answer the call. They always do. So ask your guides, angels, and crossed over loved ones, your own higher self, for help. God, the universe, whatever you call to and pray to, ask them for help, because they will help you. And some of you may even be Pleiadian star seeds, if that resonates, or just star seeds in general. My group 3s are always my star seed pile, always. But you guys are coming together with other soul family. You're finding your tribe this year. Could be people you know in real life, people in your actual blood family. Could even be people online. You could meet these people anywhere. So just be looking for that vibe, feeling that vibe of coming home to someone. That's what soulmate energy and soul family energy feels like. And just harmonious relationships that you guys are really highlighting in that second quarter. But I think you're going to be able to carry it through the rest of the year, because these deep connections you're creating, they're not going to be broken if you have to do some hermit energy and be patient about things. They're going to just be there waiting for you when you need that love and support and when you're ready to get back out there. But yeah, resolution. You will find resolutions to major problems in your life this year of 2022 as well, group 3, which is powerful, and we could all use an amen on that one, right? All right, so one more card, and this is just kind of a deck with some kind of oracle messages, and some are more like affirmations. We'll just see what comes through for you. For group 3 for 2022, please, Spirit. I want this one. Close your eyes and open your heart. Yes! So it's like you don't even need your eyes to see through this thicket of thorns, because Spirit is going to be your eagle eyes. Spirit is going to be your eagle eyes. And then remember the heart we saw here. I love when this all pairs together. And I'm really seeing with these little flamed eyes here, I'm really seeing this almost like a 4 of Wands energy. There's 4 of them. They've got a flame. They've got open eyes. Even though it says close your eyes and open your heart, it's almost like when you close your eyes and open your heart, it's like that's when your destiny, that's when your wildest dreams start to come true. Of course, you're still taking action, because you've got 2 action cards here that are kind of major themes for your year ahead of 2022. But we've got yet another 7. So we got 777 coming in hot, and just listening to your heart. Closing your eyes, doing more meditating, doing more connecting to nature, grounding yourself. Really dedicating yourself to your spiritual practice. Some of you may even have like a spiritual buddy. This could be someone you meet online where you're just kind of holding each other accountable for your spiritual practices, or maybe even a creative project. You're holding each other accountable. It just feels really good and supportive. Could be a move, again, with that 4 of Wands energy coming in on this card. Could be a move to a new home, could be a wedding, could be an engagement, a marriage, the birth of a child, or, this could be in your life or people that you love's lives around you. Doesn't always have to just be your life, but even could be metaphorical. Birth of a child, birth of a creation, a project, a business, whatever it is you're wanting to create this year. It's like the world is your oyster, group 3. So I love this for you. Don't forget, there's 2 more parts to this reading. I know it's a lot, but this to check out those other parts. You're going to get a very well-rounded reading. Even if you kind of have to pause this, save it, and come back to it later, feel free to do so. But yes, we do have a charms portion and that fortune telling kit portion that I'm super excited to get into. I haven't gotten to play with that much since I was a kid, a high schooler back in the 90s. And I'm so glad to find that little fortune telling kit yet again, to have that in my life. So go and check that out. But please feel free to share any comments, any stories, things you're excited about in 2022. I know I'm already feeling the new energy coming in hot, and I am ready for some uplifting energy and to just be able to move forward in my own life. So I really have like that commonality with you guys, group 3. I love you guys so much. I will see you over at your next part 2 of charms and then part 3 of the fortune telling kit. So I'll see you over there. All right, bye. All right, welcome to the second part of the 2020 prediction in-depth reading. For those of you who selected this cute little angel, this is going to be the charm portion of your reading. Spirit's already checking on in over on my phone, but let's go ahead and pull your charms. Okay, what do we have? We've got a broken heart, it looks like, but it is like half full, half empty. I think it's kind of a glass half full, half empty vibe with that. We've got a butterfly transformation, and then a heart, half full, half empty again. It's like you're mending your own broken heart. And then a peace sign. You're bringing peace to your own life in 2022. I actually want to get maybe 2 more. We got 3 more. Spirit's really... And then another glass half full. Oh my gosh. The symbolism does not quit with you guys. I love it. And then a full heart that says love. And a starfish, a pink starfish. Starfish are very resilient animals. So maybe looking up the spirit animal of the starfish, or the sea star is another thing they call that. Butterfly symbolism, heart symbolism. We've got this little bunny here. It's like a pink bunny. Very divine feminine with the 2 pink colors here. 3 pink if we count this one. Divine feminine, really embodying that divine feminine, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself is going to be very important. Taking time out to treat yourself is a little thing I'm getting from this little beverage here. To me, it's like an alcoholic beverage. I personally myself don't drink, but I know people that do enjoy doing that. So if that resonates, great. But I'm just seeing this symbolically resembling anything that really, is treating yourself. It could be a spa day. It could be you buying yourself something you've really waited for after, kind of a reward for yourself for a job well done. But you're bringing more balance and peace, because really both of these depictions of the heart, it's like you're balancing it. Part of it is not there, part of it is. So it's almost like you are trying to work through issues maybe where there was a broken heart in your past, because I'm really reading this as like past energy, and you're mending that heart yourself, either this year of 2022 or even previously you've been working on healing that, because love, like complete love, unconditional love is in your future. But a lot of times we have to kind of work for that unconditional love, because it doesn't just come in hot unless we do a lot of healing and a lot of offloading of past traumas. And learning to love ourselves first and foremost is really beneficial as well. But 2022 is a universal year number 6, which I don't think I have actually mentioned at any point during this, but 2 + 2 + 0 + 2 = 6. So this is a very balanced, more nurturing, more loving, more moderate approach to life than 2020 and 2021 were, for sure. But yeah, with this sea star, they are very resilient animals. They're majestic. If they lose one of their little starfish arms or limbs here, they can regenerate that and grow it back. So this is about you being very resilient and going with the flow of life and not letting anything keep you down, which is a very 6 energy in and of itself. So wow, I think we wrapped this up pretty quick. Oh, one thing before we do go, I want to mention too that bunnies, rabbits, they do represent fertility. I always read this as like a little paint palette, but it could also be like a crescent moon. I'm really reading it more artistically, like a paint palette. Could even be eyeshadow palette, or like a blush palette, or I don't know, powder palette of some sort. Beauty stuff. beauty and love, really beautifying your internal world and seeing that reflected on your external world, treating yourself to some new beauty products, I don't know, something like that as well. So I think that's all I'm seeing for this portion. Please do not forget to go to part 3. You have 3 options over there to choose from as well, and I will see you over there. All right, here we go, group number, or option 2. Option 2 for the charms, you guys selected this cute little froggy guy with a bow tie. Maybe looking into the symbolism of a frog would really benefit you. And I also wanted to remind you guys, I hadn't mentioned it at any point during this reading yet, but I just mentioned it on the other charm pile, so I'm gonna say it for you guys as well, that 2022 is a universal year number 6, because 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 equals 6. And 6 is about balance, fairness, peace, tranquility, abundance of love, abundance of nurturance, motherly energy, inner child energy, healing. These are all themes for this 2022 year. So let's pull some other symbolism and themes for your year of 2022, group or option number froggy. We had quite a few come out, and this is so funny because both of these actually belonged to my grandfather, and they have never come out in a reading yet, let alone together. So that's so cool that they came out together. We've got a saddle for a horse and then a horseshoe. My grandpa liked to wear a lot of cowboy clothes and cowboy hats. So maybe one of you or many of you that are watching this have a grandfather that has passed on that is just checking on in with you and letting you know, hey, I'm here, I love you, keep going, you're doing great, but this is going to be a year of luck. You're just going to have so much good luck come to you that you're just like, where is all this good stuff coming from? I just cannot believe this. We also have a 4-leaf clover. I did not see that. I thought it was a flower when it was pulled this way. It looks like a flower with a little stem. It's a blue 4-leaf clover with 4 hearts on it. And hearts are representative of the cups. So 4 of cups energy, but it's after the 4 of cups vibe. Then you're realizing, no, I have all the love and luck that I need in my life, and it's merged together in one cup, or Ace of Cups. That's really how I'm reading that. Then we have a Hello Kitty here. So some of you may be actually saying hello to a new kitty in your life. We did get that in one of the piles as well. So if you selected that pile where we talked about getting a new pet or a new cat, it doesn't have to necessarily be a cat, but to me this feels like a pet, a companion, a familiar for some of you. If that resonates, then this is the year to get yourself a new pet. It'd be so exciting. We also have yet another, what I thought was a flower up here. We've got a flower here, 5-petaled golden flower. So 5s are all about change. We've got a 4 progression to 5, so there is progress going on for you this year. We have a sea star, or a starfish as they are also known, and this is a pink one, so divine feminine coming in hot. I'm also seeing with this 4-leaf clover, the luckiness is really like throat chakra. That blue is that throat chakra color, but I'm also seeing this as divine masculine, so taking action with your speaking abilities, with your throat chakra, with your self-expression, your creativity, all throat chakra things. We have here the Eiffel Tower. So if you are not from the place where the Eiffel Tower is in France, this could indicate travel. That's what I always associate it with. But if you live in France, maybe this is just something with your roots, coming back home to your roots. Or if you have French DNA, French blood, coming back home to your roots, or travel for others of you. Then we have the Keepers of the Wisdom of the Earth here. That is an elephant. So elephants never forget. So maybe you're remembering past lives, or maybe you're remembering your star family. We do have 2 stars here, and this star here says just for you. So there's something happening extra special for you that is just for you, that you are really tuning into who you are on a more soul level, but also the spirit animal of the elephant, the cat, the starfish. These are all really prevalent here. And we also have a bee. So you guys may be a little busier than you were used to in 2020 and 2021. But this is good because you're diligently working away at something you're very passionate and very excited about. Something for some of you that might just be for you. It's not that you're looking for any accolades or to start a business or anything, but it's just you're working on yourself. This work you're putting in is just for you. But that's the thing. With self-love, self-care, self-work, other people see the benefit of that because you're showing up as a more fulfilled human being, and that benefits every relationship you're in because you're what? 1/2 of every relationship you're in, group. option number, Froggy, yes, you are one half of every relationship you're in, and you are bringing the thunder. And by thunder, I mean peace this year. The thunder is the peace this year. You are bringing it. You're bringing peace to your own mental health, your own stability, your own security, and relationships. And I think a lot of that is through your own hard work, dedication, maybe connecting with those who you feel are like soul family. Also with this starfish, this is all about being resilient. They regenerate their limbs. If they lose a limb, they will grow it back. Sometimes it takes a little patience, but it's like anything you're losing, maybe you're not getting that exact thing back, but you are making room for the things you're quote unquote losing in your life, making room for something to come in that will actually benefit your life and be much more on and poppin' with the vibe that you're currently putting out and in the future. So this is so good. Option number 2, or the little froggy here, but this is not the end of the line for you. No, you have one more part of this reading over with the fortune telling kit. So go over there and I will catch you over there to wrap up your 2022 reading. All right, for those of you who selected this kind of jade or emerald green colored astro die for the third part of your reading, this is going to be your reading, your message for 2022. This is going to wrap us all up. So this is such a fun thing. I'm just going to explain really quick what this fortune telling kit is. It is a little book here that kind of tells you what's going on, but to get you started, what we do is this kind of creates a little quilt. It's very, very fun and interesting, and I haven't seen anything like it before. But when I was, I think it was in 1998, I think this came out in either 97 or 96. 96. We got this in either, I think it was in 98. It was the year we went to Edmonton, Canada, my family and I. And what this is you shuffle these cards up real good, and then you will lay them out face up like this in a quilt. And if any of these pictures match up, then you have, oh, here's one that matches up right here. We've got the ship. So depending if it's facing this way, this way, this way, this way, all the 4 different directions, it has a different meaning. So what we're gonna do, group 1 and every group, is we are going to shuffle these. I'm gonna just shuffle them, and I will probably speed up the laying out process because that takes a minute to like make sure searching and making sure things are lining up. So yeah, I'm gonna shuffle them, and then I will probably speed up the process of putting them out to get the final message for you for 2022. Okay, finally, I'm so glad I sped that part up because I'm like taking forever to lay these out, and then I see some that once we're done reading, say, this schoolhouse here, we can then turn this one this way to get also a reading on this crown message. So with this schoolhouse, we're going to start here because we're going to kind of just go this way, like this, to read them. So just so far, I mean, hopefully I haven't missed any, but it's been known to happen, so I'm human. Whichever ones I've missed, I guess they just aren't that important. But we have a schoolhouse, then when we turn this one, we have a crown, we have the angel, we have a trophy, we have a ladder, and a bird. I think I haven't missed any, hopefully, but we're gonna just dive into this first message here with the schoolhouse. The fact that we have the arrow pointing to the right, this is letting you know that there are big lessons, big challenges ahead for you in 2022, but the good news about this is, as long as you are dedicated and focused, you're gonna pass with flying colors. You're passing any test coming your way with flying colors, with your determination, your dedication, your commitment. Nothing will stand in your way of winning and coming out on top is really what I see with that message. So let's turn the crown. So we have the number, and that's number 16. So the number 16 adds up to 7, which is that very introspective number. It's about research and all of that, and even learning a lot about yourself and about the world. Could even be for some of you that are in college or university or high school or whatever schooling you're in, maybe taking a course or a certification. You're passing with flying colors this year. All that hard work and dedication you have put in is paying off. So then we have the 38 crown pointing to the left, and 3 plus 8 adds up to 11, which is all about partnership. It's a master number, number 11. It's about coming together. for a common goal is what I'm hearing as well. But the good news with this one here is if you have been feeling mistreated, especially in a one-on-one relationship, if you want to be treated with respect, you have to learn to treat others with respect as well. And it starts with you treating yourself with respect, because if you're not treating yourself with respect, how can you expect anyone else to treat you with respect is the message I'm really getting with that. So self-respect rules the day, or reigns supreme in your reading here for 2022. So what else do we have? We have the number 7. This is a wonderful dove of peace. It's carrying an olive branch here, and that is the number 7. Yet another 7. 16 adds up to 7, and then we got a 7 here. But when this is pointing down, it just means that anytime there is anger and tension in the air around you, or in relationships, you may need to change your own ways to bring about that peace. And I think a lot of it, pairing it up with this message with the crown, is about you tapping into your own sense of self-respect, literally rising above the drama and finding peace in your own way. And as you find peace within, it's going to be reflected on the outside as well. So good stuff coming in. And anything that's just not vibing with you, this is letting you know you don't have to stay in it. You can pick up and move your energy elsewhere. Okay, so with the number 29 pointing down, that also adds up to an 11. So I'm really pairing that up with this crown message that also paired up with 11, or added up to 11. But think of it, regalia, like having those fancy cups to drink out of, and crowns, like that's royal energy. But with this pointing down, this is letting you know that maybe something that you have put a lot of hard effort and work into, it's not the same thing as what we got with this schooling message. This is something else. This could be something you've more energetically put a lot of time and effort into, rather than like mental energy, if that makes sense. Am I making sense? I think it's more energetically speaking. But something that you have been putting a lot of that hard work and effort into, it's not going to work out exactly as you had hoped. And it just may not be worth your efforts anymore, because this is kind of an 8 of Cups energy. It's like, you deserve that 9th cup, and you're not going to settle for anything less. So you are moving on from something that is kind of sucking your soul, or really leaning or encroaching on your own sense of self-worth and self-respect. But keep your chin up, because something else that's much better than what you were planning in place of this is on the way to you. So keep on going, keep on looking, picking up your energy if you have to move in a direction that is better suited for you, is going to be the name of the game. So then we have here the ladder, which is all about making progress, and it is pointing to the right. The number 26 here adds up to 8, which is all about taking action. I just hear there's nowhere to go but up from here. And even though this is kind of facing sideways rather than up and down for your vantage point, I really do see this as working in your favor. But when it points to the right, this is your talents leading you high on the ladder of success. But the thing is, this is you, again, putting in that hard work, putting in that effort and dedication. That's what's going to help you climb this ladder. It's not just going to be handed to you, which really anything good in life worth having isn't just handed to us anyway. So we know a lot of times we have to put in that hard work and effort. But the more you work at those skills, very 8 of Pentacles energy, the more you work at these skills, you're going to reach the top of your game, whatever that looks like for you. So yes, this is it. We have come to the end of the road. Hopefully I didn't miss any of these things, but if you pause this and scan it and see that, oh, you didn't turn this one this way, it would have been a match. If you do see one that I have missed, feel free to make, turn it in your own mind's eye and make your own interpretation or your own analysis of what that means for you in your life. Hopefully I didn't miss any, but if I did, try it out, see what you get. But thanks again, you guys. This was something fun and different. Let me know if you like this fortune telling kit. I thought it was fun as a teenager. Like, I was obsessed with this thing. I would use it daily. Like, this was my daily card pull. Just doing this and seeing, like, am I going to hang out with good friends? Are people going to be stabbing me in the back? Like, what's happening today? But I love this so much. So if you guys love it as much as I do, let me know so I can incorporate this into future pick-a-cards. Otherwise, I can just leave it on the shelf for myself. Because I really did buy this more for nostalgia purposes than actually needing to use it on the channel. But I loved this. I thought it was fun. If you guys agree, let me know below. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative Also over on my live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and also over on my Patreon. Lots of goodies, lots of exclusive content. We are really whooping it up over there in the High Vibe tribe, and we would love to welcome you over there as well. I love you so much, group 3, and I will check you later. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, option number 2, whatever we're calling you. This is those that chose the purple astro die. This is going to be your fortune telling kit message. So this is such a fun thing. I'm just going to explain really quick what this fortune telling kit is. It is a little book here that kind of tells you what's going on, but to get you started, what we do is this kind of creates a little quilt. Let's just see if we can find a match in here so I can show you what's up with this. It's probably going to take a while, but oh yeah, we got one. We got one. We got a live one. Yes, pretending that you guys got this one. And then depending on what direction it's facing, it's pointing up, left, right, or down, that's going to change or shift the meaning of the symbolism here on the cards. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna just shuffle through this, and I'm probably gonna speed it up, the laying out part, because I took a hot minute in group 1, or whatever I was calling that, group 1 with the green astro die. It took a hot minute to get everything lined out. So I'm going to do the same for you, and I may or may not miss a match. If I do, I'm just kind of assuming it wasn't as important as the ones that I did catch. But if you want to, feel free to pause this and really go over it with a fine-tooth comb when everything's laid out to see if you can find any matches that I missed. That could be a hidden little message specifically for you. You can look up that symbolism on your own or just use your intuition to see what that means for you. But here we go. Let's get a message to wrap up group number 2's 2022 prediction. Here we go. Okay, I caught one that I had missed initially here, the shoes. So yeah, let's get into this. It looks like we've got the shoes pointing up. We've got the bridge pointing left. What else do we have? We've got the 38, the crown pointing to the right, which we got this depiction in another group, but I believe it was pointing the left. So let's find out what this means for you guys. So we're gonna start right here in this top row with the shoes pointing up. This indicates fitness. You guys have been exercising and taking good care of yourselves, or maybe that's the theme that you're doing in 2022, just taking better care of your physical vessel. And as a result, you are gonna be in better health, the better shape that you've been in a very long time. This is gonna be your year to really get it under control with your diet, your exercise, just your mental health even. I'm really seeing your mental fitness is gonna be really on point as well this year. So keep up the good work, because you will continue to feel these benefits for years to come. Your health, your mental health and wellness, this is an investment in your future that will reap benefits for years and years and years to come. So next, we kind of have, let's go here next. We've got a short list today, so let's go to this crown. I had forgot to mention that the 37, that adds up to 10, which is about a new beginning. So new beginning, new fitness journey, new lifestyle, who he, who she. Yes, you guys are here for it. You are ready. I'm even seeing like the shoes being the stable, like the stability, the security, your feet create the stability. They move you forward in life as well. So I'm seeing a lot going on, new beginnings with that. Some of you may have actually selected pile 3 also with the pick a card portion. Doesn't necessarily have to be, because there were some collective themes with that taking action in all 3 piles. So the crown, the number 38, pointing to the right. This is about respect of others, self-respect. It all goes hand in hand. But this is showing when it points to the right that someone close to you is needing a little bit of recognition, a little bit of, a boost. And you are just the person to help boost this person's self-esteem, because they're just feeling maybe a little bad about themselves. This could be someone who's in your life as like a mainstay in your life. Could be a coworker, a lover, a child, a friend, a parent, whatever resonates for you. But you really are this kind of, they really look up and idolize you, but they just need this little extra boost to their self-esteem, and you're just a person to help them do it. Your kind words are going to be the thing that really puts a cherry on top, or the crown on top of their 2022. You're going to be like a savior to someone, and I'm not seeing you saving them and then walking away. No, if you are helping someone, maybe some of you are like mentoring people this year, or just helping people on their healing journey in some way, shape, or form. But you are going to be instrumental in someone changing their life. Could be as simple as you posting inspirational content online, and you really inspire someone that looks up to you, and you really inspire them to make those shifts and changes in their life that they know they need to make for their highest good. And you are the one helping really bring that to life for them. So that's very big and beneficial. So then we have the bridge card, and this card is all about connection, our connection to others, our connection to the divine, our connection between seeing something and actually understanding it on a more cognitive level. Because this is pointing to the left, this is really indicating that someone has been trying to reach out to you or has been reaching out to you, and you need to pay this person more attention. This could be looking like busy parents and the children are just looking for a little bit of connection, a little bit of one-on-one, or maybe you've been neglecting a lover or a parent or someone in your life because you've been busy doing other things. This is to kind of unplug, unwind, maybe get out in nature, literally put the screens down, and just spend some one-on-one time with someone you love, someone that really wants your attention and to connect with you. And you're going to be able to do this and get this same vibe from someone you're wanting to really connect and vibe with as well. Because I think this person is going to be tailor-made to help you through an upcoming thing, that they're tailor-made to help you with your issues and your problems as well. Kind of the vibe we were getting here, where you're going to be instrumental in helping someone. Well, maybe a lover, a parent, a friend, someone you're spending more time with, you're realizing a lot of the advice they're giving is like gold. And you're like, wow, just being in your aura, I want to be a better person. So it's like, it goes both ways. You're inspiring others, others are inspiring you, getting connected, connecting with people, maybe even meeting someone you met online. I'm seeing that for someone here. You're finally able to meet up with a soul brother, a soul sister, maybe a love interest that you met online, and you are just really excited to make that happen in 2022. Oop. Oop, I'm seeing what I missed. See, I just sit here and ramble. I found what I missed. We're cutting. There's some scissors here. What do we got going on? Oh my gosh, I love that I rambled so long. I found a match for you guys. So anyone who's still here, bonus content. Everyone who's clicked off the video, well, you're not listening to me anyway, so you don't know what's going on. But let's see. Scissors. We've got the scissors. This is so cool because it's pointing up. So this is cutting ties, and this is you cutting ties with a relationship that this person's bringing you down. So this isn't this connection of this bridge. This is not this same person. This is someone else. This is someone else in your life that has been toxic for a while. The writing's been on the wall, and you're finally making the move. And I don't see you actually having to even have a sit-down conversation with this person. If it's like a coworker or just a friend, it's almost like you guys kind of go your separate ways, energetically speaking. And it's like 3 weeks. You're like, oh, I haven't heard from so-and-so. It's been a month. Haven't heard from so-and-so. And it's just kind of a more easy kind of each of you vibrating out of each other's lives rather than, okay, I'm done with you. But your future's going to be a lot better without this person all up in your business and bringing their drama. And this could even be, if there's not one specific person that's currently in your life, this could just be you cutting all those cords, those energetically dead cords, or maybe very vital cords with people who are just draining your energy, to clear that energy from the past so you can have a more stable connection with those you actually choose to connect with in the future. But yes, you got your extra message. There it is for those of you who held on this long. I also wanted to say, what else do I want to say? Thanks again. Let me know below what you thought about this, and I also have a live stream channel called the Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and a Patreon, which I am really amped up and excited for. I'm putting a lot more exclusive content over there. So if you've seen me pull back just kind of general areas online, it's because I'm putting a lot of my devotion and time and effort and attention to that High Vibe Tribe over there on Patreon. Come check it out, even for a month. If you don't like the content, you can always unsubscribe. But just come check it out, see what you think. I love you guys, and thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, your subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you, group number 3, right here back at the Done Creative. And I will check you next time. All right, bye! Alright, group number 3 are those of you who selected this royal dark blue colored astro die. This is going to be the wrap-up, the finale of your 2022 prediction / reading, Madame Bosky's Fortune Telling Kit, a book and card set. and I actually had this back in high school, and I was very excited to find it again online. I had found it years ago, but it was just way too much money. I was never going to spend close to $100 for something used and beat up already. When I actually think that we might actually have a copy of this, in the original one we always had, in my mom's shed. We're still kind of looking for it. I did find a couple of my old decks in there last summer when we went through it, so I'm wondering if it's still out there, but I just wanted it now when I wanted it. So I actually went and found it, and I bought it for myself, but then I thought, hey, this would be a fun addition to the 2022 prediction, just as something fun and different. I've never seen any other reader have this or use this kit. But basically what we do, it's almost like little quilt squares that we're going to lay out. Of course, I'll shuffle these and then I'll put them in order, just, face up, face down. But let me just find, when you find a match, like here, when they show up next to each other, say I lay that one out, then I lay this one out, and I'm like, oh, there's a match. So I'll spin it around, there's a match for us. So we would find that match and interpret what this means. So this is what we're doing. We're just going to lay out all 24 cards 6x4, make ourselves a nice little quilt of symbolism that is going to further your reading for 2022. So let's buckle up. I'm actually going to shuffle on camera, but then when I get to the laying out portion, I will speed that up because I took a hot minute in both other groups. And then, spoiler alert, if you did also select pile 2, after I was pretty much on the closeout, I found an extra one that I had missed. So just kind of scan the cards yourself and see if I had missed one. And then if I had finished the reading, you can intuitively select or figure out what that means for you. I like to think that Spirit will really highlight and enhance the ones that are definitely meant to come through. So any extras that I may miss may not just be as important, or maybe they only pertain to a few of you, so that's the reason I missed it. Or that's Matt Ego blaming the fact that I missed it on Spirit. I don't know. Alright, so let me shuffle these up real good. We'll lay them out, and then we'll get into the finale of your reading. Number 3, here we go. Okay, group number 3, I've got it all lined out. Hopefully I didn't miss any, but if I did, maybe I'll see them, maybe not. Ooh, just found one, but again, we're gonna have to turn it as we go because we already have a match that's incorporated, and then I can turn this one to match here. There was another one like that. Where was it? Oh, it was this that we used as the example, and then I'm gonna turn it this way to get this art easel message as well. So we'll kind of just start here. I think the first one in the top row that we have here is this little green-eyed monster, all about jealousy. It's the number 19, and it's actually pointing to the left, which gives it a different meaning than if it was pointing up or right or down. But actually, when it is pointing to the left, this is just letting you know that someone that you consider a friend has been very jealous of you recently and may have started spreading rumors about you, or just kind of been standoffish or canceling plans. It has really nothing to do with the fact that you've spited them or hurt them in any way. They're just very jealous of your recent glow up or just recent things that you've done to improve your life. But be prepared, some of you, to actually have to prove some of these allegations or rumors false. For the most part, I just feel this is petty stuff. This doesn't really feel like work-related stuff, but it could be a jealous coworker for some of you. So just be real prepared that, if you have to stand your ground, you've got the receipts, because it ain't true, so you've got the receipts to prove that, heck no, that's not what's going on here. This is actually what's going on. So then we also have here this spotlight. I always think open mic night when I see this little depiction here, but we've got the number 5. I also had mentioned the number 19 adds up to 10, which is a new beginning. So I think some of you are leaving behind this jealous toxicity from maybe 2020, 2021. You're leaving it behind kind of toward the beginning of 2022. And then for this open mic night kind of vibe here, we've got the number 5. As you guys know, this is all about change, but this is a card all about speaking and talking, maybe performing for some of you. Could be online, could be in person, performing in some way. Could be making a YouTube channel or just putting yourself more in the spotlight. But with this pointing down, this is indicating that you need to keep your negative opinions to yourself right now. Don't go broadcasting them all over social media or, whatever, because especially with this here, you might come back to bite you. So just make sure you're only speaking from a place of love. It's kind of, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, at least on a public forum of some sort. So, let people know, speak your mind, and let people know if they're not treating you well, that they're not treating you well. Of course, speak your mind, speak your heart, speak your truth. Just sharing negative opinions about other people and things, they're not going to go well. So they may backfire. So just make sure that your attitude isn't offending people around you, and just beware of losing friends, because I especially see this on social media. It's like you tell people your political standpoint or your religious standpoint, and then it's like a witch hunt, and like everybody hates you all of a sudden, or you hate someone all of a sudden. It's like a whole thing. Cancel culture is still on and popping in 2022 apparently, but just be very cautious of what you're saying, because it might come back to haunt you if you're not saying things from that authentic place. But if you're speaking from the heart, you're speaking authentically, really nothing anyone's going to say or do anyway is really going to phase you in that higher vibe, higher mindset. So then we have the fireworks with the number 46, which this adds up to 10 as well. So you've got 10, 10, but this is actually pointing to the right. This is all about celebration, excitement, happiness, something, it's very 4 of wands and 3 of cups energy, 3 of cups vibes for sure. But those of you who have just felt like things have been stale and stagnant, not much to celebrate, 2022 is going to be the shift, the change, because if life hasn't been too thrilling lately, just remember that it's up to you a lot of times to create that excitement in your life. A lot of us just kind of sit around and wait for that excitement to come to us. Sometimes we just have to get our butts up off the couch, turn off the Netflix, and get out in our communities, get out there and do something exciting and fun. You will find that life is only as exciting as you actually make it. As Joe Dirt says, life's a garden, dig it. Life is what you make it. So you guys really are creating your own excitement this year, not waiting for someone else to make it for you. Making your own plans and then taking action on those plans is really going to help you and benefit you. Then we have the easel here, the number 21, but it is pointing up. 2 + 1 is 3, very creative. And of course, the easel itself, there's a painting here, very creativity vibes. You are very creative and you are willing to work hard. It's just maybe some of you have had some creative projects on the back burner in 2020, 2021. Maybe you felt blocked creatively, but this is letting you know in 2022, things are literally looking up. It is pointing up. You are ready to go. All of your hard work is really going to pay off with your creative endeavors. You will go really far with these creative attempts, and they're not just going to be attempts. You're going to hit the mark. You're going to hit the mark of things that you are trying to create this year, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, group 3. Then here we have the party hat with the number 41 pointing to the right. 4 + 1 also equals 5, just like your spotlight number up here. But this is all about your social life, and this year you usually have a good sense of balance between your duties, your social obligations, your responsibilities, and all that. But this year you may need to spend time or place more emphasis on your schoolwork, your work life, leveling yourself up, your spiritual life, rather than just going out all the time. Especially if it's kind of like same-ish, different day. I'm hanging out with these people all the time and I'm not really feeling like I'm progressing or going anywhere in life with this specific group or crowd of people I'm hanging out with. This just might be you shaking up your social routine and maybe having some nights in rather than going out a lot. If you're already like, Amanda, I never go out anyway, I don't have any friends, then this is just becoming your own friend. We can interpret it this many, many ways. But yeah, becoming your own best friend, creating that party, creating that excitement in your own life for yourself, party of one if that's the case for you, but make sure you're having fun. That's the name of the game this year for you, pile 3, is having some fun. Then here we have the trophy, the number 29, which adds up to 11. So coming together with someone else could be partnership vibes, awakening, spirituality are all represented by the number 11. But this all is all about success and victory. But when it's pointing down, this lets you know that something that you have been working a little hard toward, it's just not going to pan out as you hoped. And I think we got this in another, we did. We got this exact one in another group. But something you've been putting a lot of your effort, your love, attention, time is not going to pan out exactly the way you want. But this is because the universe is trying to direct you or guide you into another direction. It's very 8 of Cups energy when it's pointing down like this, because you deserve that 9th cup, that Ace of Cups to, be that 9th cup in the lineup. So you're deciding, I'm not going to sit here and spin my wheels and waste time with this one thing anymore. I'm going to close that out, move on and go in a direction where I am appreciated, where I feel good, where I can create my own magic, and all of that emotional fulfillment that I'm looking for, I'm going to find it first and foremost within myself, but then it's going to start being reflected in the external world as well. Then here we have the number 39, which adds up to 12, which adds up to 3, so more creativity coming in hot. But the number 39, and it's actually pointing off to the right here. So this is letting you know that, again, you may have been enjoying a friendship or a relationship that may have been interfering with your work life or getting schoolwork done, or your work life, or spending time with family. Maybe you're spending time with one specific friend or online friends or something, just too much that you're kind of separating yourself from those other close relationships. Or kind of like how in school, like your friends like, we don't like your new boyfriend because you just spend all your time with him and you've neglected us. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. For some of you, it may not be a friend. It could just be you've been working on, I don't know, a project, or you do have some creativity here. Could be working on a project. So this is just about balancing out your social life, spending time with family, your personal life, your work life. Just having a nice balance with all of that will really benefit you. And don't get too disrupted, because when you allow maybe say one specific relationship to constantly text you or constantly be calling you and bothering you, not that they themselves are a bother, but the constant distractions can really keep you off your game or keep distracting you away from accomplishing whatever it is you're doing, whether it be work or a project that you're working on, or just even some self-care time. So communication will be key in letting these people know, hey, I don't really have time. But yes, you guys are really leveling up this year. And I just now see, too, that I found one that I missed. So let's get into this one before we go. So if you've already clicked off the video, you can't hear me anyway, but you're not getting this little tidbit of extra. And it's the doggy, which I think is all about loyalty, if I remember correctly from this deck. Yeah, that's what I'm reading this as, is loyalty. And it's actually a number 12, another 3. So you guys have 3, 3, 3. Coming in hot, angel number 333, and it's pointing to the left. So this is indicating that someone that you have trusted may not be as loyal a friend as you have given them credit for, or just make sure that you're being vulnerable with just the right people, not, gossiping or telling secrets to certain people, or really anybody. You shouldn't gossip with anybody, but we're human. But just be careful, again, with the rumors and saying things, negative opinions, sharing them with others, gossiping. It might come back to bite you, because one of the people in your inner circle just may not be as loyal as you're thinking. Again, if you're thinking, Amanda, I don't know who this could be. It could just be someone from your past that is still very energetically connected to you, that again, cutting ties with this person can really benefit your life in many ways. So that's, I think, finally all I'm seeing for you, group number 3. I loved using this. I don't know if you guys like this fortune telling kit. Let me know below if you liked it, or if you think we can just leave it. Like it or leave it. It's up to you. And please let me know below any stories you want to share. If you're excited about 2022, I know I am. This is going to be hopefully a much better year than the past few have been. We can all attest that 2020 and 2021 were very difficult years for at least the collective. Maybe for you personally, they were your best years ever. Who knows? But for many people, they were very difficult. Lots of ups and downs, lots of challenges. But that's life. There's always ups and downs and challenges. But you guys are tailor-made, custom built to be able to withstand and go through the rivers of life and really face these challenges head on. So I have major faith and loyalty to you that you can do this. You got this. And I just wanted to say thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative. Also over on my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. And also my Patreon. Lots of exclusive content over there. We are really having some fun over there in the High Vibe Tribe, and I hope to see you over there at some point. Try it out, see if you like it. If it's not for you, you can always unsubscribe. If you like it, we have a weekly reading. We've got lots of exclusive content for the month of December. We are diving into human design over there, so if that's something that interests you, you can always come check it out. But I'm going to stop rambling and let you guys get back to the rest of your life, and I love you guys, and I hope to see you back over here. All right, bye!